Lights out and away we go. Who's gonna get the better start? Is the thing that happened gonna affect Omar? Seems it will. Equasar, no, it didn't. I had a little, I didn't see very well there. Omar keeps the lead then, followed by Equasar, followed by Buva. I don't know if actually Omar did not get a better start than Equasar. I think he did get one in the end. But yeah, well, still he managed to keep the lead. Omar locking a little bit the tires there, followed by Equasar. Equasar's gonna try and get into slipstream. He's gonna try and not lose the DRS gap to him. Omar's gonna start weaving a little bit to cut the slipstream against the man in the Racing Bull. Here comes the battle for the championship. Maha's dropped a lot in the start of this race. Here comes Onia and Joseph Vasily battling as well. There goes the McLaren of Womax. Here goes Dino Bino Bambino and Bialo as well. Gonna have an epic fight here for P13 of the race. Bialo getting the move done ahead of Pitbull. We got Bialo versus Pitbull versus Dino Bino Bambino. Bialo around the outside. There goes a massive dive bomb from Dino Bino Bambino ahead of Pitbull. Pitbull dropping on the hard tires. Gonna try and get Dino around the outside. Focusing here a little bit on the midfield battles. We got Bonbon then following Buva. It's gonna be an interesting battle here for P3 of the race. We got an interesting battle between Maha and Mark as well. You got a fight between Dino Bino Bambino and Bialo. Dino is going to try and dive it down the inside. Bialo is going to try and make the move all the way there around the inside. Dino Bino Bambino battling against Bialo. Bialo is going to get the move done all the way outside the track. Here comes Dino Bino Bambino on the slipstream of Bialo. Then comes Pitbull at the back. This is going to be a crazy fight. Bonbon's going to get into the DRS of Buba as well. Buba going defensive. He's going to try and defend the place. There goes Mark against Wilco here. Wilco has also got the DRS. You're gonna have Mark going all the way around the outside, gets the overtake done against Wilco. Now we'll see if Bombom is gonna try and get the move done against Buva as well. Here comes Bombom on the slipstream of Buva. He's not gonna try and attacking now. We got a battle between Bialo and Dino Bino Bambino. There goes Dino Bino Bambino all the way around the outside. He's gonna try and get the overtake done. Here comes Bialo down the inside, but nothing he can do about it. Dino moves ahead. He's in front of Bialo already. Motorway battling against his teammate Pitbull. Pitbull is gonna try and retake the place, but Motorway is gonna stay ahead apparently. Buva's been saving a little bit of battery and is now gonna be attacking Bombom for that P3 of the race. Here goes Buva on the slipstream. Is gonna try and get the overtake done against Bonbon. Bonbon's not gonna defend. It's actually probably gonna try and let him go to get the DRS into the next straight and retake the position. Though Buva has much better battery savings. They made a little bit of contact there, seems like. Here comes Bombom on the slipstream on the DRS. He's gonna try and get the overtake done on the slipstream, but I think it's gonna be not possible for him to get it done. There goes also Mark battling against Maha. Bonbon has to back off and will have to stay in P4 of the race. Bialo has dropped there to P13 of the race. Bialo fighting against Pitbull. Oh, Bialo's gonna annoy Pitbull so much here. Dino Bino Bambino's finally got rid of him. Motorway is gonna try and attack Dino Bino Bambino. Saw a little slide there. Bialo is gonna try and attack Dino Bino Bambino as well. We follow now Bialo into the slipstream. Bialo is gonna try and get past Dino. Dino's gonna go defensive down the inside. Bialo goes all the way around the outside. How is it gonna end between these two? It's gonna be Dino who's gonna stay ahead of Bialo. He's gonna try and go side by side in through sector 3, banging a little bit of wheels there. Bialo goes totally off the road there. Maha's right at the back of Bonbon. Joseph Vesely is in the mix as well. Joseph Vesely already managing to move up into P5. Omar coming to make his stop then is... there's a yellow flag. What's that? Well, Omar's come out in P5 of the race. 3 seconds behind Onian. Well, we get... oh, are we gonna see some para stuff here? No, he let him go. I believe Joseph probably needs to talk more to his teammate because he probably could have used him a lot of his help here. Equasar finally coming into the pit lane. He decided he doesn't want to extend more those tires. Joseph Vesely also in the pit lane. That's gonna leave Omar in the lead of the race. Omar setting the fastest lap, then gonna be followed by Wilco, who wants to extend a little bit more. Here comes Equasar getting the overtake done against Bonbon. Shouldn't be a hard move with the fresher tires, though Equasar has put himself into a very complicated DRS terrain. He's gonna need to clear these guys quickly if he wants to continue in the fight for that P2 on the race. Shouldn't be that difficult, I believe. It's actually looking really, really strong. Oh, here comes Equasar right at the back of Onion. Bang a little bit of wheels there, and Equasar moves through. Oh, but Equasar's big wing damage. Equasar has some minor wing damage. That's not great news for the man in the Racing Bulls. Might have been a little bit optimistic there when he could start throwing a little bit away his championship hopes by this mistake. Equasar stuck in this DRS train. There goes Maha around the outside of Buva. Is gonna get the overtake done. Buva defending against Maha here. Equasar now opening the DRS, opening the battery. Mark the same plan. It's not gonna be easy for Equasar. Equasar has complicated himself in ECP2 he had today. Meanwhile, Joseph Vasily quickly closing up the gap. Bialo in the pit lane. Maha and Buva exchanging places once again. Have a big fight here for P2 of the race. Omar, meanwhile, just taking it nice into the in the lead of the race. Meanwhile, Joseph Vasily quickly closing the gap to Bonbon. Is going to be very close to his championship rival very soon. Equasar coming into the pit lane. And he's got a 3-second time penalty for cutting, for corner cutting there. Things going from bad to worse for Equasar. He's quickly come in. I wonder if he's going to fix the wing. Most likely, I think he probably will. He is replacing the wing. He's gonna be putting the medium tires. No, the hard tires once again. This might be a big hit for Equasar championship hopes. Equasar is probably gonna have an easy move against Motorway here. He, though, let's not forget, has a time penalty. Here comes Equasar down the inside of Motorway. He's gonna get the move done. Moves up into P11 of the race. Here comes Equasar right at the back of Womax. He's gonna try and get the overtake done here in the straight. Mark getting past Onion. Meanwhile, Joseph Vasily nearly already at the back of Bonbon. Joseph Vasily, like I said before, can possibly get a P2 finish today. Here comes Buva into the pit lane as well. We'll see if he comes in front or behind Equasar. I think it's probably gonna come a little bit in front. Equasar still probably has the better pace compared to him though. Oh, Buva's been slowed down by Bialo in the pit lane exit. Well, Bialo gave in there a little hand to Equasar here. Oh, interesting. Bialo playing there the game for Equasar without knowing. And now Buva is coming out and is gonna be right in front of his teammate. Buva 1.5 seconds behind Equasar. Yeah, that's very true. And here comes Joseph Vasily getting past Bonbon. Moves up to P3 of the race. And now has 6 seconds to close up the gap against Maha to come and take second position of today's race, today's GP. Here comes Omar into the pit lane. Has come for his final stop. I guess it's probably going to be mediums to go to the end of the race. Maha, I wonder if he's going to stay out or if he's going to come into the pit lane as well. Yes, 11 lap old hard tires is coming into the pit lane. He's coming in for those fresh tires. Now Equasar is right at the back of Onion. Is going to be very easy move most likely from him. There goes Equasar down the inside and it's already up into P5 of the race. Equasar can still get a nice finishing position today. There goes Buva down the inside of Onion. Onion is going to defend against Buva, surprisingly. He's going to try and stay in front of him. Buva around the outside, Onion down the inside. He doesn't have DRS to defend against him. Now that's Buva through and up into P6 of the race. This ending result could make it really interesting for the standings after this race. Here comes Bonbon. He's gonna get the overtake done against Equasar. Now Equasaur is going to be attacking. Buva's got a penalty as well. This is great news for Equasaur in case he can't get that penalty removed. He's going to try and stick to Bonbon. Equasaur can try and save a P4 finish. Yellow flag. Mark is out of the race. I can't believe how incompetent this game is, that crash didn't bring out a safety car. Rear. Buva battling still against Equasaur for that P5 finish. Buva moves up in front. Equasaur is going to be losing a lot of points after today's race, like it's going. Omar's coming into the pit lane. That's a really interesting decision for the race leader. He wants to take the fastest lap of the race. Now following Maha right at the back of Joseph Vesely. Seems that's going to have the DRS advantage now. But don't forget, Joseph has saved a lot of battery. Made to let him go and gonna try and retake the position into the next straight. And there goes Maha in front of Joseph Vesely. Now it's time for Joseph to use his battery. He has been saving to try and retake the place. The gap is 4 tenths. Now Joseph's gonna be blasting that battery. He's gonna be trying to get the overtake done there for P2 of the race. There goes Joseph Vesely. He's gonna send a dive. No, too late to try and get the overtake done. Now Buva battling against Bonbon here, battling against Equasaur as well. Equasaur is going to try and go all the way around the outside. There goes Buva and Bonbon. Banging wheels go, the 3 of them. There goes Equasaur. There goes Bonbon as well. And Equasaur is going to try and get the overtake done in front of Buva. Buva moves up in front. Banging wheels. There goes with Bonbon. Both going side by side there. Omar wins the race. Banger of wheels there, total mess between these 3 fighting for position. Equasaur with a broken front wing, Bonbon in P5. Equasaur gonna P6, and how is this gonna finish in the end? It's gonna be Buva on P4, Bonbon on P5, Equasaur on P6. Though there's probably gonna be reports there after this, so I'm not sure how this is gonna end in after all.